Every week, a new band. Brought to you by NZ On Air. Active Life!
Kia ora. Kia ora, listeners of Radioactive 88.6. We're starting off with a nice screech there in true active fashion. Today we have Wet Denim in the studio, who have proved themselves as a must-see live act on the New Zealand circuit. Formed in Wellington in 2022, they have had a strong momentum since then. And they're in the studio today ahead of a gig this Sunday at Moon, where they'll be playing alongside Ellie Mae. As always, shout out to NZ On Air Music for supporting the segment. How we going, team? Welcome.
Woo, doing
Hey.
well. Kia ora. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for coming down. And I think let's just get straight into the first tune if you guys want to rip it.
Let's do it. This one's called Living Room.
I've been thinking through this empty living room that's covered with every shade of you. If nothing's feeling new, can empty actions take the place of being blinded? If I see the next line, just let it start to unwind. 'Cause if my heart's already over, all the days that feeling inside, how am I supposed to know why I keep crying as I wait for a sign? I've been thinking through, my feet is sinking and my face is starting to feel, 'cause nothing's feeling new. And my empty actions left me stranded, feeling blind and confused. If I see the next line, just let me start to unwind. 'Cause if my heart's already over, all the days that feeling inside, how am I supposed to know why I keep crying as I wait for a sign? Keep crying as I wait for a sign. Cause if my heart's already over, all the days that fill in the time, how am I supposed to know why I keep crying as I wait for a sign?
What a banger. What a tune. It's
Thank
been,
you.
about 11 weeks since that one came out.
Yeah, it's still fresh.
Yeah, I want to
Fresh
ask about that one because it's got that very classic Wet Denim sound you guys developed, but it definitely being built upon. Do you want to tell me a bit about how that one came together?
Yeah, sure. It's a good question, actually. We've done a lot of writing recently, so they kind of blend together a little bit. But yeah, Joe had this chord progression, the main one, that he kind of brought to the band. And I think it instinctively had that bounce to it, you know. And so it kind of just came together pretty quickly. And we did some co-writing with Ben O'Leary from Drake's project on that one. You know, he kind of helped affirm what was working with the song. And yeah, it came together really intuitively. So it was a real fun one to write and record.
Yeah, sick. You could definitely hear that in the way you guys play it. So yeah, Moon this weekend. what can we expect? And then tell me about why you picked Ellie to join the lineup.
I think we've all collectively been quite a big fan of Ellie for a while. I mean, I've seen her live like a bunch of times, and it's just like, I just can't really believe we haven't played with her already. So it's cool to finally be on the same lineup, share the stage. What can you expect? It's going to be a big show, big loud show. Expect new songs, expect old songs. It's going to be cool. It's our first time playing at the new setup in Moon as well, so.
Yeah, cool. It's been a minute since we had you guys in the capital, so it's, go grab some tickets if you haven't already yet. And we're going to jump into the next tune soon, but I have to ask, you guys played an arena slot with Highly Suspect. It has to be every band's dream to do that. Tell me how that felt, Oh,
honestly, it was like, it is every band's dream, and we're like no exception. It's always been a dream of ours too. And I think the really cool thing was it really felt like it worked. Like it kind of feels like our music suits a space like that, if that kind of makes sense. Like it's big, it's loud, and it just like benefited from having like such a large space and a big audience. And I think we really felt at home on the stage after the first like initial nerves had sort of set. After there, it was just like, it was awesome. Fiending to do it again.
Hard out.
Yeah, cool. I'm enjoying the music. Let's jump into that second tune.
Yeah, cool. This one's called Silence.
All is quiet except everything around me, but I'm not listening to the sounds. The space within is the space that I am craving. With you, it's always around. Because with you, I feel whole, and I need it to take me home. It's like the feeling of the sun on my shoulders. I need you, love. I feel your love. If we had to go back, I wouldn't change a single thing, because your love, dear, was my first. I see you now, although everything is changing, and I know that this will end, because with you I feel whole, and I need you to take me home. It's like the feeling of the sun on my shoulder. I need you, love.
beautiful.
Thank
Beautiful,
you.
beautiful song. Nick, I see you pouring your heart into that tune.
Yeah, that one really takes it out of me.
Yeah, yeah. What was the writing process on those lyrics?
I mean, it's a song about like one of my first relationships, I guess. So it's quite an emotional one for me, like really intense emotions, and it was just like I just like wrote it all in one go, and it one of the songs that feels like it just kind of like falls out, and then it's like, oh, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I could feel that. Really, really great song. Yeah, you guys have obviously been on the New Zealand circuit for a bit, but you've hit the Aussie shows, and I wanted to ask about how you found that, how you've found their reception to your music, and any similarities or differences between the scenes.
Yeah, I think what we found in Melbourne was just that like people are like not that people aren't really into it here, but like they just really love going to live gigs there, and like we'd do like a postering run, and you'd run into someone and they'd be like, oh, like what's the show, like when you playing? Like it'd be like tonight, and we'll be like, oh, we're playing tonight, it's at the Ev, and then they're like, oh sweet, I'll come along, and then you will see them there, like they will come along. So like people just like really are keen for the live show, and when they say they're going to come and support and show up, they really do. And actually, I think that is like something that we share here too, for sure. But I think obviously bigger city, more people to play to.
Healthier economy, let's be honest.
Yeah, for sure.
I have to ask, you guys have been together like 4+ years now around there. What's the origin story? How did you guys come together as musicians? Tell me.
Well, so Jack and Joe are brothers, so there's some kind of connection
Is
there.
that?
Some kind.
Jack and I met in first year. We both studied design at Massey, and so we kind of flatted together for like 5 or 6 years, kind of in total. And then they were always going to start a band, and then so Jack recruited me because I was a flatmate, and then Nick and Joe were in the same year studying music, and Joe tried to recruit Nick, and initially he wasn't keen, but then we had a couple jams, and I think he was convinced.
Yeah, Joe saw me play at like the Massey Hall's open mic night, and he was like, sent me a message and was like, do you want to play? And me and my brother are starting this like Kings of Leon type band. I've still got the original DM sitting in my phone. And I was like, yeah, like Lucas said, I was like, at the time I was kind of doing some other stuff, and then it was kind of just as soon as we had our first 2 jams, and like Joe had some demos recorded, and I was like, oh, this is sick.
It was natural.
And it just kind of flowed from there.
Big Kings of Leon influence, is that what I'm hearing here?
Yeah, I think that's been a consistent, as you were sort of mentioning before though, like some of the stuff now has like progressed from when we first started, and I think there's roots of that still there. Like they've got that classic rock sound, but I think we draw more cohesively from all 4 of our influences now, which have also sort of developed the sound.
Yeah, we all definitely kind of stake our own claim in like one corner of like rock music, so it's cool to kind of meet in the middle.
Yeah, that's cool to hear. That's cool to hear some words behind that, because it definitely comes across in the music.
Sick.
And yeah, kind of building on that, it's hard to keep a band together. How have you guys stayed strong 4 years?
I guess family helps a little bit. They have to stay together. I also think we're just so equally invested, and just like all 4 parts. We kind of feel we're just in it together. I don't know.
The creative process is very, very even. Like we all write kind of across the whole project, like into the lyrics or, guitar riffs or whatever. It's all very equal, and so I think that helps because we all feel very creatively invested. Like it's all kind of a shared art, which is really cool.
I think it also helps that we equally would not know what we would be doing if it weren't for this. So that just sort of is something that just glues it together.
We all have a lot in common. We're all into pretty similar stuff. And
yeah, cool. Get it done. And, we're coming to the end of New Zealand Music Month. Massive month for the scene, for local music of all sorts. From your guys' perspective, is there anyone you want to shout out or that you've been keeping an eye on that's really impressing you? On the spot, but...
Yeah, a band I've been really digging lately is Park Flyers. Real sick. Really, really cool songwriting.
There's a couple of guys, Ryan and Connor from Strawberry Jam, that have been doing epic stuff.
Oh
for
yeah, their music month.
the Wellington scene, recording the local bands every day. They're putting in a big mahi on that. And it's awesome to see.
That's a crazy shift from them.
Yeah.
That's insane.
We did one with them just last week, and like seeing how much of a well-oiled machine they are now. It's like, yeah, set up, we're done. Oh, we've got another one at like 8 o'clock tonight that we've got to be.
Yeah,
We're like, oh,
literally.
what? Like,
Yeah,
it's
we're
so
like, we're
cool.
going to get some fish and chips. You want to come? And
Yeah.
they're like, oh, no, we've got to head out to film another one. We're like, what?
They're just like completely on the whole time. It's so cool.
Yeah, mahi dogs, eh? So I think, from my knowledge, Wet Denim session of that field session is dropping Sunday. So if you're listening in, keep an eye out for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys brought a bunch of music. Let's get into the next one.
Yeah. This one's off our sophomore EP, On the Line. It's called Calm.
And I remember when you said to me that you were leaving. Felt no feelings of despair for what you felt. I couldn't care. Were you even aware? I see that now you're gone. I'm smiling, but I shouldn't. The first time in so long in my head. Yes, I thought you said you're over me, but now I know that this will never end. Why'd you have to put this on to me? Oh, that's ruined our chance of being friends. 6 months passed. No, I don't know why I even tried to be nice. 6 months passed. When was the last time I felt this calm? I see that now you're gone. I'm smiling, but I shouldn't. The first time in so long in my head. Yes, they said you're over me, but now I know that this will never end. Why'd you have to put this on to me? Oh, that's ruined is our chance of being friends.
words from the sound man there, effing shredding. You guys were going insane there.
yeah.
That was so sick to watch. Is it
was
cool to
really
kind of
fun.
go back to those older tunes these days?
Yeah, 100%. That one's still probably
Definitely our
up there
shared
with
favourite.
our favourite to play. Just, yeah. Nah,
Yeah.
it's cool. It's really cool.
Sick. So every week here on Active Live, we do a pass it forward question. So the last band that performed have asked a question for you guys, and then I'm going to get you guys to ask one for the next one. So
Okay.
approximately how many chicken nuggets could you guys eat in one sitting?
Oh my gosh, so many.
Yeah.
Are you doing combined?
God, Luke.
Oh, yeah, is it combined?
Like combine all
Okay,
4 of us or just like
combined.
ourselves?
I think
Individual answers I'd love to hear, to be honest.
I reckon like,
I could do 50.
I was going to say comfortably 50.
Yeah, maybe.
So there's at least
Oh,
200
geez.
between us. I
Depends what the
think,
motivation is. I wouldn't
yeah.
be pretty ranked to eat that much.
You'd feel horrid though.
Weekend of mukbang?
Yeah. Yes.
Jack said he's seen Luca eat worse.
I think if we were really incentivized, we could each put 75 away, but it wouldn't be a very comfortable few hours afterwards.
Maybe that's the next active Wet Denim collab. We do that mukbang. Chuck it on the YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do you guys want to come up with one together? Or
I've got a question.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
go on, Joe.
Okay.
That's great.
Okay, say you've got eggs on toast. Okay. Is putting jam and butter on the toast, then a fried egg on top weird? I don't
mean-
think it is.
For sure, but we'll leave that up to the next band to decide.
Ask the
Lovely to get an
question and
insight
answer
into you there, Joe.
What was that, sorry?
This has been very contentious for the past couple months.
That's been a big argument, has it?
It has been, yeah.
Okay.
I reckon
Yeah,
it's
one-sided or nah? So so you guys have brought 4 songs, so we've timed it perfectly. We're going to end on one more. But before we get into that, what's on the horizon for Wet Denim? What's next?
Been working on some new cool things. Fizzing to get it out there. If you come to our show at Moon on Sunday, King's birthday weekend, Mondays are sleeping, FYI, then there might be a little clue there.
Could
There
be.
will be a clue there.
Nice.
Something
I
cool.
like that.
Oh,
I would have
shit,
led with
announced it.
just accidentally announcing the thing, but that's good.
Yeah, well done. Well, yeah, shot for coming
You
down,
announced
team.
there as an announcement.
Thanks for coming down.
Oh,
Really
thank you
been
for having
it's
us.
really been sick to have you. Let's end it on a bang.
One less town leads to another. I pushed my luck and lost my brother. And I've got a hole in my chest. I'm making a mess. Head pounding, skin crawling. Try not to breathe, you disrupt their sleep. You disrupt their sleep. Just one more time, it'll be different this time again and again. I'm lost for death, I blame my friend again and again. The voices and shouts, they shout again and again. Just one more time, it'll be different this time again and again. I took my bag to a blade to see if it's bones. Why couldn't I say no? And I get stuck in between, and I can't tell what I mean. And I get stuck in between, believing everything. Head pounding, skin crawling, try not to breathe, you disrupt their sleep. You disrupt their sleep. Just one more time, it'll be different this time again and again. I'm lost for breath, I bang my friend again and again. Can't fight this itch as they shout again and again. Just one more time, it'll be different this time again and again.
Tune. I love the bass line on that one. That's what jumps out to me.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, so thanks for coming down, guys. It was about time we got Wet Denim on the Active Live Wellington Heroes. Catch them at Moonbar this Sunday with Ellie May. Shout out to NZ On Air Music, as always, for supporting. Keep it locked, 88.6. Next up, we got the Friday Drive.
Thanks for having us.
Sure,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much.
Active Live. Friday, 3:30. Every week a new band. In studio. Brought to you by NZ On Air.